All right, good morning. We are back Friday, September 28th. We are back live. Cal Oak in North City, where the city meets the province, baby. How's everybody doing? We are back for another Philo in the Philippines live chat. Mr. Jim Schultz. How are you, sir? Nice to see you. Thanks for coming in. What's going on, Jim? Where's the young lady you're chatting with? Where does she live? You said she lives close to me. Where's that? Jim? Okay. Dennis Brock. Cavite is represented in the chat room. Dennis, how are you? Good morning, friend. Jim Schultz. Okay, your friend's name is Lorna. And where does Lorna reside? You said she was somewhere close to here? Novaliches, maybe? Bagong Silang? Oh, she's closer to the embassy. Okay, well that's not very close to me. I thought you meant that she was in this area, Jim. Yeah, if she's over by the embassy, that's a couple hours away from my house. It's the Ermita area. Ermita Malati area. Yeah. Lorna. Okay, there's Jim's friend. Welcome to the chat, Lorna Beth Vasadre. Good morning. Happy Friday in the Philippines, Lorna Beth, and thanks for joining the chat. How's everybody doing? Salamat po. Akina gagalat kitang makilala. Lorna Beth. Qster 7229. Good morning. Nice to meet you. Yes, nice to meet you, Lorna Beth. Calapan, Mindoro. Mindoro is probably one of my favorite islands in the Philippines. Merc 3. Magandang umaga po. Thank you for joining the chat. Merc 3, back in the house again, baby. How's everybody doing? I do have confirmation that Melanie will be joining the chat today, my lovely wife. So we normally go for 3 hours, but we'll see what happens. Okay, we'll see what happens today. Mercury always has some very interesting things to add to the chat. Phil M. family living in the U.S. All right, 4 minutes in, we got 9 people in the room. That's awesome. We must be, the word must be getting out, Merc 3. I don't know if they're here for me or you. I think they're logging in to talk to you, buddy. So as long as you keep coming into my chat room, we'll do okay, right? Rory Thomas. There he is. It's all me, baby. I don't know. I don't know about that. Hey, Rory. Welcome back, buddy. Rory, was it you that was asking me about the driver's license yesterday? I'm pretty sure it was. Dennis Brock just got done watching MI6. Rory Thomas, 2 cups of coffee, 3 eggs, and ready for the horse. Uh-oh. Jim Schultz, a Marine quiz. Who said the enemy is on our right? They're on our left. They are in front of us. They are behind us. They can't get away this time. They can't get away this time. Chesty Puller. The movie MI6. Oh, yeah. Jim's. See? Don't mess with a Marine, Jim, right? Isn't that what they say? Okay, Rory Thomas. Something I forgot to mention about the driver's license is there's a new law here. And I don't know why I didn't tell you this yesterday. And maybe you already know it if you've done any research at all overnight. But there is a new law here in the Philippines that started January 1st that states a foreigner must have a 1-year visa to apply for a Filipino driver's license. So you have to be able to prove that you're in the country for 1 year before you can apply. I thought you told me yesterday that you were on a BB. You were on a BB stamp, right? So you might want to get over to LTO as quick as you can. Oh, you don't have your ACR card yet, though. That's right. Well, I'm pretty sure you have to have the ACR card, though, to apply for a driver's license. So that's going to put you came here in August, right? What I was thinking, and I remembered this morning, yeah, I'm pretty sure an ACR card's a requirement for a Filipino driver's license, which means you got to be here for 2 months. Well, it's actually 3 months. It takes you almost a month to get the damn card. So you'd be here 90 days. You would receive your ACR card, let's say, around day 80, 85. But then you don't have a year. I actually went to LTO 2 days after I got my ballot buy-in stamp. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to say. And I had my ACR card already. Just go to the LTO website, Rory, and you'll see all the requirements are on there. You do have to make quite a few copies of different things, but like I said, for some reason, they have taken the okay, but when you go to LTO, you have to show your passport. That's what I'm saying. They want to see the ballot buy-in stamp. That's why I went. Melanie and I set the whole thing up for me. We knew what was going to happen. And we went to LTO just a couple of days after we returned from Bangkok, and I got my ballot buy-in stamp so that they would accept it, Yeah. No, I know what you're saying. We were talking about that yesterday, but that's more of what we were talking about yesterday was more of a being stopped on the street, by PNP for whatever reason, a checkpoint or, yeah. Well, it's just odd that they're taking, what that means for a lot of foreigners who live here is you can't have a driver's license. You can't be the holder of a Philippines driver's license because a lot of foreigners stay here. Excuse me. A lot of foreigners stay here on a tourist visa, right? So, which means there's no option for one. What I'm trying to say is, for a lot of foreigners that are living here, there's no option for a 1-year visa. I'm just getting over. I was telling you guys, Melanie and I ended up sick over the weekend. Jim Schultz, the national law is 90 days. Okay. How long? Jim's asking, how long can you drive with a U.S. driver's license? The national law for the Philippines is 90 days. But, it still is, Merck. But as I have said many times, you could probably go quite a long time. Randall B. Kanoy in the Philippines. How are you, sir? Thanks for joining the chat. Randall B., did you see my South Caloocan video? I think you did. I thought you commented on that. Maybe you didn't. It's getting, Oh, okay. Yeah, I went to South Caloocan, baby. Yeah. Randall B. Kanoy. I'm just going to call you Randall B., okay? I'm so used to calling you Randall B. Okay, you're okay with that? Well, because, Kanoy in the Philippines is also a vlogger, so he's just starting out. Lorna Beth's asking, what do you like in the Philippines? Why are you thinking of living here? I'm not thinking about living here. I do live here. I do live here, Lorna Beth. North Caloocan City, where the city meets the province, baby. Jim Schultz, Robert Jacobson. Hello, sir. Thanks for joining. Robert Jacobson, my new Facebook friend. Oh, Rory Thomas is talking about, here we go. I'm falling behind already. My God, 13 minutes in, I'm falling behind on the chat. Just a second, Lorna Beth. I'm going to answer your question. Hertz and Avis at the Cebu, at the Mactan airport? Okay. Jim says he thinks we'd be afraid to drive here. It's not that bad, really. You just, yeah, Robert, you're back again. You just have to, be, you just have to be defensive, a defensive driver. That's all. It's really not, it's just not that bad. I've driven quite a bit here, both on motorbike and driven a car a couple of times. We use our cousin's SUV occasionally to go to SNR or SM Fairview. Randall B., you learned so much from my post. So thanks for that, bud. That's the whole reason I do it, is to try and dish out as much information as I can. Rory Thomas, been drinking, waiting for it. Okay, back to Lorna Beth's question. What do I like in the Philippines? I like the low cost of living. And Lorna Beth, there's a lot of things I don't like either, but that's because I'm from a Western country where things work so much better. And here it's, here it's very different. Things don't typically work the same as they do in the West, the Western world. But I like the low cost of living. I love the many great people that you meet, your neighbors, the kids in the neighborhood, the overall friendliness. I like the idea that although there's not a lot of English that's spoken here, at least there's enough English to get you through a transaction here and there, It's called Pinoy time. Oh. Jim is saying, we will, sorry. Oh, yeah. Absolutely, Jim. I'm always up. If I'm available, I'm always up to try and meet somebody if I can. I mean, it's so cool. You know, this whole, the Philippines YouTube world makes it makes getting information much easier. It makes us, gives us the ability to share information that we discover. You guys can learn from me. I'm already here making the mistakes and running my mouth too much, which you never want to do when you're here as a foreigner. You got to be careful what you say. Jay Hansen, welcome to the chat. 10:15 Friday morning. Jay Hansen, 10:15 Friday morning in the Philippines, baby. Jim says that Lorna has 2 daughters. One daughter's in Australia, the other one's in Japan. They must be OFWs. Rory Thomas says, I do not like the availability of information. A lot of things are assumed. You should know already. A lot of things are assumed that you should know already. Jim Schultz is asking, what is my favorite food in the Philippines? I would say Jim, pretty much anything that we can put on the barbecue. We love to barbecue, and here you use real charcoal, you know. Charcoal is called uling, U-L-I-N-G, charcoal, uling. That's your Tagalog word for the chat, uling. I'm going to spell it, U-L-I-N-G. U-L-I-N-G. Nanaman. Uling nanaman means charcoal. And anything that you can, yes. Lorna Beth, and Jim is a friend of mine. How's that song go? Lorna Beth's watching out for you, Jim. She wants me to say hello. She came in after Jim was actually the first one in the room, Lorna. Jim was the first one that came in. And Roy Thomas is saying, okay. Yeah, Randall B. Kanoy in the Philippines has made a very good comment there. We have to remember that we are and will always be visitors here. Yeah, that is, and most importantly, you're always going to be a foreigner here, okay? And Rory Thomas is saying, what I mean is directions, processes. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right about that. A lot of times, if you're going to buy something at Save More or even Pure Gold, and these are the 2 major grocery stores here, Save More, Pure Gold, good luck finding the price. It's like, yeah. And, you know, Rory, the problem with directions, here's something that I've noticed I want to pass on to you guys. Rory, I don't know if you've noticed this or any of you guys have noticed this in your time. Dennis, you live here. If you are in the mall, and a lot of people don't know this, it doesn't matter where you're at. Ask any Filipino for directions. And the example I'm going to use is being at SM Mall and asking one of the guards. You know, the guards in the nice white uniforms. They look like P&P, actually. You ask them where a shop is at, and if they don't know, they won't say, I don't know. They'll give you some directions. And yeah, Rory, they lie to save face. You beat me saying it. They'll give you bad directions because they don't want to admit that they don't know where they don't want to admit that they don't know where the Casio store is. They don't know. But they'll just tell you, oh, it's down here, make a left. Okay. Then you go to the next guard who does know, and he'll send you right back. And you'll end up passing that other guard. Right, Dennis? How many times that happened to you? I can't tell you how many times. Okay. Brian Hatcher, how you doing, buddy? Lorna Beth, yeah. Jim told me ahead of time that you would be joining us. He made a comment in one of my videos this morning, several hours before I even went live. Thanks for joining, by the way, Lorna Beth, and share the channel if you can with your friends. Check out our videos if you like what you see. Brian Hatcher, Southern California, Huntington Beach, in the house, baby. All right, according to the Manila Bulletin, today's exchange rate in USD, the nation's leading newspaper, the Manila Bulletin, today's exchange rate is, it's same as yesterday, 54.3. AUD has not changed, 39.3. Makano Yanpo, how much is that? Oh, did you ever go over? Okay. Am I behind or did I catch up? Jim Schultz says if you eat too much rice, you will turn into a Carabao. My daughter should be a Carabao then. I've never seen anybody eat as much rice as that girl does. Rory, I would rather hear I don't know. Yeah, but, you know, in the West, you would hear I don't know. Or they'd get on the radio and ask somebody, but not here. $41.6 Canadian. You can't find the thumbs up emoji, so I get the handyman. What the hell's that? The handyman. Jim Schultz lost the video but still can see the chat. Okay. Anybody else? Is it okay? Is anybody else losing video? We have Merc 3, Brian. We don't have Slim Jim or Shirley yet. Okay, chat and video is good in Southern California, and it's good in Michigan, and it's good in Cavite. So, where are we at? Merc 3 says, I am getting thirsty. Or Roy Thomas says to Merc 3, I'm not helping you. Didn't I give you a baby a little while ago? Isn't that what you guys said you were going to drink if I said baby or lung or what's the other word? Daba. There's 3 right there. Oh, daba. You guys know that just means right. Like they say in the USA, they'll go right. Here it's daba. Oh, daba. No, you guys don't do 4 and 5 shots. You'll be asleep before I make. Don't do 6 shots, Rory. You'll be asleep before I even make it to 1 hour. And it's only 10. Rory, you're in Cebu. It's only 10:25. Oh, you're just doing 6 shots of Red Horse? Still though. The horse will take you out, baby, especially at 10:30 in the morning. Right? Goodbye. Brian Hatcher is saying that he heard YouTube cuts off live chats at the 6-hour mark. Ah. You know. You know what, you guys? This is something I never even thought I would do, is a live chat. But as I was doing my regular videos, I started getting comments from people. Do you ever do live chat? Are you ever going to try a live chat? And I always thought that I'd be a little bit, that it would be hard because I need to have a topic. But it's actually, you don't need a topic at all. You guys pretty much run the chat, and I just sit here and look dumb. Merc 3 has beer with some Irish whiskey. Oh, what kind of Irish whiskey are you drinking? Rory Thomas, I told the wife I am watching you today. Told her I should be drunk by 11:45. She was like, "What the fuck?" Okay, that's only an hour and 20 minutes. 11:45? Yeah, that's an hour and 20 minutes. Oh, Joseph said that. Joseph and Jinky Fish said that the live chat is 6 hours. Okay. Jim Schultz, 6.9% on the alcohol. Rory Thomas answered that because he's probably got the bottle right in front of him. If we were doing a Google Hangout, we could see him drinking his Red Horse. I guess I'm going to have to try that sometime, right? Do a Google Hangout. Maybe I can talk Philly Brian, into doing a Google Hangout with me. That'd be fun. What? Brian Hatcher, your live chats are great. Thanks, buddy. Jameson, of course. I used to drink a lot of Jameson. Merc 3, yeah. There's a thumbs up on the Jameson. Your wife told you not to suka. Suka, S-U-K-A. Does that mean throw up? Bruh. Yeah. Suka. Suka na naman. Mabaho. Mabaho na suka. Rory Thomas, yeah. No, I said that, Rory, because the other day somebody had asked me that question. So I ran out to the front of the house because we line our bottles up, right? You got to take the bottles back to Sorry Sorry. They want the bottles back. So we line up. They're like dead soldiers on the gate. There's always like four. There's always like 4 RC bottles, and then there's like 3 or 4 Red Horse bottles. Okay, Lorna Beth, thanks for joining the chat. Come back and see me, okay? And don't forget to join the channel if you can. Roy Thomas. Brian Hatcher, no, we are going on Saturday. Melanie and I are going to meet Brian and Louisa tomorrow. We're going to Quezon City to hang out with Brian and Louisa. Philly Brian and Louisa. Yeah, Jim. That's like double the U.S. standard, right? If I remember correct. About double. Okay, Lorna Beth is going to go buy vegetables and fish. Oh, yeah, I'll probably still be on if your Palenque is close, Lorna Beth. We'll probably still be on here. We normally go about 3 hours. At about that point, I lose my voice. So, thank you, Lorna Beth, for joining us again. Rory Thomas says, I'm a vet, Irish roots, and 230 pounds. Oh, Rory Thomas, you're a big boy. The jeepney is not a fan. You are not a fan of the jeepney, I'm sure, at that 230 pounds. It can also mean vinegar or throw up, depends on how it's used. Suka. Yeah. Agreed. I've heard that in the home here. And then there's the word for soy sauce, taloi, or I think soy sauce is taloi. I don't remember. Cambales. Cambales, welcome to the chat. Thanks for coming in. Welcome to North Caloocan City, Cambales. Good morning. 1031, North Caloocan City, Philippines, baby. Toyo. Sorry, yeah. That's right, Merc 3, Toyo. Rory says he's got 6 empty Red Horse liters. Oh. Yeah, I try and take them back to the sorry the next day. And I just set them in the window, you know. I try to, but sometimes they sit there for a few days. Do a life vlog with Brian. Yeah, Brian and I have vlogged together before. Randall B. Kanoy in the Philippines. We've done some vlogging together. I know Brian is going to Quezon City because he wants to get out of Angeles so he can, do some filming outside of Angeles. He said he needs to change of pace, him and Lut both. Brian Hatcher, how long does it take to get to Quezon from Caloocan? If the traffic is not bad, we can be there in probably an hour and a half. We can be right where SM North is, right where our hotel is going to be. About 90 minutes if traffic is not bad. That's 3 rides also. That's a trike, a jeepney, and a UV Express. We had to take a trike to the front gate, a jeepney to SM Fairview, and then once we get to SM Fairview, we jump on a UV Express, and that'll take us to SM North. Okay. Rory Thomas, you've noticed that Coke is, yeah. Yeah, we talked about that before because when I was in Southern California, the Coke from Mexico was always a lot better than the Coke in the U.S. Rory Thomas loves the jeepneys. He can make a whole side slide. Oh, my God. Brian Hatcher, I've never had, I've had the salted duck eggs. Not a huge fan. Those are the bright pink eggs that you see at the Mercado or Palenque. Those are salted eggs, and I mean they're okay. I don't crave them. It's nothing I would go to the Palenque specifically to buy. Can you and Philly make a joint account to get your views up? Brian doesn't have any problem with views. That would only benefit me, not him. Brian has no problem with views. He's over 35,000 subs probably. Brian Hatcher, just an idea for you on Joseph's giveaway. The requirements are the subs, like, and oh. Yeah, I gotta go visit Joseph. I haven't. 3 rides plus a Carabao and 2 hobble hobble. Share and com on the videos to Facebook. Yeah, I threw share and comment. Yeah, I threw one of my videos up on Facebook today just to see if I could generate some activity from some of my own friends in the U.S. Merc 3, I can understand Tagalog pretty good unless they talk fast. Yeah. You just say, "Di ko maintindihan," Merc 3. Or you can just do what all the Filipinos do, just go like this. How many times have you seen that? My kids love that one. That's their best excuse. Canoy in the Philippines, we have not gone down to the pineapple farm. That's something we need to talk to Uncle about. We are kind of wondering what's going on with the pineapple farm. Oh, yeah, Brian, I see what you're saying. You're talking about, yeah. Jim Schultz, do I get extra credit if people hit the like button? Uh, I don't know. That's a good question. I'm still kind of a YouTube dummy myself. I don't know. Even with all the videos I put up in this live chat environment, I don't know. Let me ask you guys this: for those of you guys that I know it would be difficult to go back. Let's say you missed the live chat because you were out of town or something, and then you go to my channel and you watch the live chat. Are there commercials in there? Can anybody comment on that? Because the live chats are monetized, so they must put commercials in there somewhere. Or do you guys see anything? You guys that are in the chat room, is there anything? Oh, Tony. Okay. Tony in the Philippines, welcome to the live chat. Roy Thomas says it's getting dry in Cebu. Could use some Red Horse. Oh. Yeah. Merc 3. This one. Yeah, mine's 11. My son's 11. He's just like, That pretty much gets them out of anything that, son, why didn't you flush the toilet? Jim Schultz. Sorry. Tony in the Philippines said he saw a commercial when he came into the chat room just now. Roy Thomas says no commercials on mine, but Chris in Cebu, yes. Well, that's odd because I know I'm monetized. So Dennis Brock, okay, Dennis doesn't remember. I know I would be hesitant to go in and watch a 3-hour live chat because I don't have that much time on my hands if I missed it. So that's why I'm asking you guys. Jim says, Jim Schultz, I like the smaller chats. Brian's are great, but he can't keep up with all the people chatting. Yeah. Well, Brian has gotten really big, and Brian can't even respond to the comments anymore. He's gotten so big. He gets hacked for that a lot. People don't understand that if he replied to every comment, okay, Randall B says only at the beginning there's a commercial. Roy Thomas. Odaba? Rory? Oh. Well, you know what, Brian Hatcher? Okay. Yeah, you're right. I have done the same thing, and you're right. You cannot, it doesn't have a skip ad button, right? You have to watch the whole thing. Ken Bales said he didn't see any commercials when he came in. Okay, Randall B said when he came in, Canoy in the Philippines came in, he had it. Okay. Roy Thomas is asking, is someone at the gate? No. Charles Brand, hello, sir. Charles Brand. Rory, I gave you an Odaba. Jim Schultz. I can't drink beer before noon and never 2 days in a row. Good for you, Jim Schultz. I need to adopt that mentality somehow. Drinking makes the Philippines so much more fun and, so much easier to handle. Charles Brand, thanks for coming in. Has anyone watched the Brett Kavanaugh hearing? How are you watching it, Rory? Are you watching like ABC 7 or something on your iPad from the States? I haven't been paying a whole lot of attention to it, but Merc 3, there's a fantastic question. What do you think is the difference between raising kids in the Philippines versus the USA? Shit. Merc 3, you might have to answer that question for us. As you guys know, I've never had kids. I've got stepkids here. And this is my first time being a father. And I don't know. Our kids here, they have, motivational issues. So I would think that the U.S. is a lot more strict and a lot more heavy-handed in raising a child than they are here. That's what I'm witnessing in my own family. Merc 3, Canoeing the Philippines, have you been to the Victory Mall? No, we did not go to the Victory Mall, but my wife did mention that the Victory Mall is where Randall B was talking about. You're close to there, right? In South Caloocan? Tony in the Philippines. Yeah, it's a juggling act. Yeah, and you get behind so easy. If you get behind and you scroll up, then you forget you've scrolled up, and then it flashes, and then you're really far behind. Once it flashes on you, you're screwed. You have to really stay on top of it. Merc 3 says he's watched the whole hearing. Rory Thomas says there are no rules in a Street Fighter drinking. I may need to suspend your man card for a week or so. Uh-oh. Jim Schultz thinks the government in the Philippines is less corrupt than the U.S. Wow. Now that's throwing the gauntlet because the government here is pretty bad. But I agree. The government in the U.S. is super corrupt. Jim, I thought you were in the U.S. Are you not in the U.S.? I thought you were. Rory Thomas says he's watching replays of it. Okay. He's talking about the Kavanaugh hearing. In the U.S., you cannot beat your kids, but here the belt is off. I couldn't imagine hitting a kid here in the Philippines. They get so butthurt just if you just correct them about the tiniest little things. I couldn't imagine hitting a kid with a belt here. Dennis Brock says his son's now 40. He doesn't remember. It's been too long. Canoeing the Philippines has also 3 stepkids and 1 from the ex. I totally agree. Yeah. Yeah, 8th Street. Okay. Well, we were on the Registry of Deeds on 9th, and then we took a walk down 10th Avenue so I could check out all the motorcycle shops, It's a busy area. Boy. Charles Brin says, I expect you to hold the fort down while I'm gone. I depart tomorrow for a couple of months. My eyes will be on you. Enjoy life. Charles, are you going back to the West? Roy Thomas says the locals are very passive. That's right, Jim. I remember now, Ohio. Sorry. I have a hard time remembering, where a lot of you guys are from. The locals are very passive and not very disciplined. It's true. Kids can run wild here. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I'm shocked at the behavior of kids here in public, here in the Philippines. It's shocking to watch them. Roy Thomas says the son, the son's 12, the daughter's 4. The local nephew staying with you is 14. Yeah, but do they? Rory Thomas, haven't you found though that they don't respond to that very well? I mean, do you get tompo for the rest of the day from those kids when you raise your voice to them? I mean, my daughter's not so bad. She's 15, but the son is 11, and he will just completely shut down. He'll go to his room and he won't come out for like 12 hours if I scold him about anything. Or not even scold him, but just correct him about any little thing. He gets super, super offended. Yeah, Merc 3. You get scolded. Yeah. That's why, Merc 3, I've just decided to. Charles Brand, your head stateside. Okay. And Charles Brand, you're in South Caloocan. And your time here is done. You're going back to the U.S. Well, I envy you. Brian Hatcher, I'm sure we're going to put Christmas lights up at some point. Yeah, Randall B., the shop's on 10th. We had to go check it out. Everybody knows that's motorcycle heaven there. Dennis Brock and Jim Schultz are from the same area in Ohio, apparently, or fairly close. There you go. Small world. Tassime Dadi. Tassime, I hope I'm saying that right. If I'm not, I'm so sorry. Thank you for joining the chat. Tassime Dadi. Or it could be this Imi Dadi. I want to say Tassime, though. Give me a thumbs up, Tassime, if I'm saying that correctly. Knowing the Philippines. Brian Hatcher, did you do a video? Yes, Brian, I have it right here. It's going up tonight. I did do a video of we have a vegetable farm going in the backyard now. It looks pretty damn cool. Jim Schultz. T Fist Me Da D. Really? That's how it's. That's okay, Jim. You can chat with anybody you want. It's open chat. North Caloocan City, baby. Roy Thomas says, I get kids running and cleaning. The father-in-law was upset, but now he is upset in his Nipa hut and not my house. Okay. What, T Fist Me Dadi? Wow. Very cool name. He's scrolling up again. Laugh out loud, joke long. Well, I'm just making sure that I'm reading that right. The pronunciation of his name. That's wild. Charles Brand is a squatter in South Calocan. Come on now. A squatter in South Calocan. Merc3 says, I don't yell. I do on-the-spot correction in a firm. It works, but I get flack sometimes. Yeah. I have just, come to accept the fact that it's just better for me to get along with my kids and not point out the things that they're not doing or won't do, or point out the fact that they have motivational issues. There's an L word that goes with that, but I don't want to say it. In the US, there's an L word that we would use, 4 letters. I don't want to use that word, but I have learned that it's better for them to, for me to have a smiling, friendly, loving relationship with my kids than to try and turn them into something that they're never going to be. They don't understand me. I'm from the West. I've got military experience. I've worked with a corporation for 31 years. They have no idea what I'm even talking about. Very few people here do, believe it or not. Roy Thomas says that the father-in-law has issues on how I raise my kids, so he left my roof for his old one, the father-in-law. So now he can be unhappy about how I raise my kids at his home with his 4 deadbeats that do not work. Oh, wow. Tell me more, Rory. You're giving me something to be thankful for. Brian Hatcher, Lollipop is reserved in your name. How about La Bamba? Lollipop. Second week of November. Why do I have a feeling I'm going to get in trouble when Brian Hatcher comes here? Merc3, NCO, non-commissioned officer. Voice, Tamad. Oh, okay. Rory Thomas says, sorry, but my wife is... I'm a parent, not a friend. I motivate, support, teach, and help, but I will not tolerate. Yeah, there's never any disrespect here in the house. There's not that. There's just very little effort put into anything. It really upsets me. I'm a go-getter. And yeah, Dennis. Thanks, Jim. You know what, Jim? I haven't been patient, and that's what I'm trying to relate to you guys. It took me, it took Melanie and I getting into a couple of tiffs before I realized, this is not working, and I'm not going to change anything here. I just need to accept it for what it is, right, Dennis? Accept it for what it is and pray for the best. That's all you can do here. And that's all anybody in the Philippines ever does. They just pray for the best. Lazy in Tagalog is tamad. I raised him like I raised my other 3 kids who are very successful. Oh. Okay. Rory Thomas. What drought, dude? What drought are you talking about? There ain't no drought in Cebu. Oh, diba? Jim Schultz, yes, they did have a big landslide. Our resident Cebu expert might be able to tell you more about that, Rory Thomas. Brian Hatcher, yes, Melanie is going to join the chat. Dennis Brock is giving me a thumbs up now. This week has been really good with me and the kids. We've had a couple of talks where I've told them they need to step up a little bit more and help Mama around the house. Give Mama a little thanks for what Mama's done for you. in your lives, you know. But that's all I can do is give them recommendations on how to improve their life. That's really all you can do here. You can't, there's no more, you know, there's no more, you know. And there she is, the lovely Melanie Morgan.
Kapangit one?
She's not pangit. Say hi, honey. Oh, your hair's wet. Did you just shower?
Yes.
All right. She smells so mabango. My wife, Melanie. We're talking about disciplining children.
Hello, Mercury.
Or the lack of disciplining children.
What? As
Somehow we got on the subject of. Okay.
Dennis.
Yes. Rory Thomas. Rory is in Cebu. He said, hola.
Hola. Spanish.
Spanish for hello. Yeah, Cebu, baby. Mercury 3 and Rory Thomas do a shot every time I say baby.
Don't wear your bikini. You gonna wear my bikini?
Brian Hatcher, you are a lucky guy to have a beauty as a wife. Yes. She's pretty sexy. Odaba.
That's why. Came from Mexico down.
South Texas, about 1 hour from Mexico. Yeah. South Texas, baby.
Texas, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Trying to get Philo drunk and wear your bikini for us. I told him I'd never be able to put your bikini on because you're too small. It wouldn't. I couldn't even get my leg through there. You know. It would never. She's Molly eat diba. And I'm foreigner Malaki. Another yes. Too funny. How's the barbecue business?
It's okay lang. It's okay.
It's okay. It's okay lang.
Cannot be unseen. Yes, I agree. It's a secret.
Secret lang.
Mahaba. Mahabang mataba. Of course, I'm excited.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Ryan and Luisa.
It's tomorrow na.
Luisa and Melanie are two peas in a pod. They're makulit. Qster 7229, you are doing good with your Tagalog. I'm trying to learn
Tagaglish.
Tagaglish. Yeah. I speak really good Tagaglish.
Oh, are we getting drunk? I think no.
I don't know.
I told you there's no food on that, diba?
No, I think they talk about how we're going to drink with Brian and Luisa.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see.
Sleeping under the bench.
We'll see what happens. We don't know because Brian and Luisa are going today. Today's Friday, right? Yeah. Roy Thomas, I've been here since August and been to 4 funerals. Wow. Pinay families are so freaking huge.
Kampay? What's that name? Hi, Thomas. Kampay.
Jim Schultz is asking if Melanie is happily married. Oh boy. Maybe I should leave the room for that one.
You're taking the wives of Shania.
Melanie said it, Rory. Kampai. Oh,
I don't know.
you said long. That means they have to drink.
Shania daw is going to the Philippines.
Yeah, Melanie loves Shania Twain. Love It 97 from Louisiana. Thank you for loving our videos. We love you for loving our videos. O, diba?
Yes, kampay means in Japanese.
Yes. Melanie's mama is from living in Japan. But she's here now at our house.
Brian asking you taking the wives of Shania when she gets to Manila.
Thanks, Brian. Of course.
Wait, are you sure?
I don't know. We have to look. I don't know even.
Maybe it's expensive lang.
It's probably going to be Mall of Asia, huh? Yeah, Filipinas love Shania Twain. And what's funny about that is Shania Twain hasn't been big in the U.S. for quite a few years, but she's huge here. Okay, take care of this for a second. I got to pee. Talk to them.
I need to behave. What's Titanic soundtrack? It's been a long time for Titanic. No, I just love Shania songs. Even it's getting old. Just one. Sometimes he loved Emperador. Did you know that? Emperador. Maybe he has it here. Oh, Lord. Where should I be? Oh. Right here. This is. There's one of his favorite, Emperador. And see, mojitos. Yeah, he's trying to hide it from me. That's why. Kampay Mercury. No, I'm not gonna take a shot. We're not. They're asking if you want how many Red Horse did you drink every day, and I said sometimes you drink Emperador.
Yeah. We only drink Red Horse here. Okay, where do we go?
Nasinggero ba siya?
Rain Man, hello, sir. Welcome to the chat.
He keeps Emperador under the bed. My new hero.
My new hero. What?
And I said, you're trying to keep it from me. Trying to hide it. It's only 120 there now, but on your bottle it's 125.
Ah, Dennis Brock.
Mm-mm.
That's for the liter bottle, right? Where's Stitch? Somebody said, where's Stitch? Brian Hetcher. Rain Man, Fundador. Fundador tastes better.
Don't scroll up.
Don't scroll up.
You lost. Where's this now? Oh my god, I got a lot.
No, I already showed them all your Stitch.
The big one right there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the one on top, the big one. Hey,
Too many now.
the Fundador is something I've seen at Pure Gold, I think. Rain Man.
I think he don't like chaser. He just drink it alone, just one shot. No water or something else.
Yeah. If
Not
I
the same on the Filipino that they're drinking Emperador with some juices or water.
yeah. If I drink the Imperador, it's normally like just a half a shot. Just do a half a shot. We're not selling chicken ass. Not yet, huh?
No. Chaser of Red Horse. No. You mean Emperador and the chaser is Red Horse?
Yeah.
That's Mixi Boy Silang.
Yeah. The only time we really seem to have Red Horse here is if we're singing. We're doing karaoke. We always have a lot of Red Horse for the karaoke. You know?
Collapsible. Would drink out of another brandy. You want brandy also? It's Tanduay. It's also brandy, the Emperador.
Yeah, Imperador's brandy.
Same with Tanduay. You didn't try Tanduay, right?
No, we haven't had that here.
You have
We had
in the
it.
store.
Well, we had it once, but no, he was talking about something else. Rainman was talking about. I saw it at Fundador. Yeah, Fundador. Fundador. We saw it at SNR. We saw it at Pure Gold.
Everywhere. Tanduay is around.
Tanduay is rum. Yeah, Imperador's brandy. Okay. Merc 3 says he carries his own cup around, the Calasmo cup. He doesn't like to share the germs, Lon.
Tara inuman.
Uy.
Tama. Rain Man. Emperador is sold as brandy, but it's more like crown.
Oh, you mix it with cola, Rory.
Oh, it's masarap.
Hmm.
Try it.
That might be.
Did you take a shot today?
I've had a couple shots, yeah.
Oh! No hepa. Not yet.
Fun
Not yet, Mercury.
No hepatitis.
Yeah, it's masarap nga. Fundador, I just Emperador and put some
Coke.
Coca-Cola.
Mm. Maybe some RC and Imperador.
He's lazy to go to the gym.
Oh, I'm lazy.
Oh!
I'm the only one lazy.
Oh,
Oh. Oh.
He woke up like 7 a.m. already. Sometimes more than that.
Talaga?
Oh!
Totoo?
Oh, talaga. And I woke up 5 a.m. and you're still snoring here.
Because you have to cook rice for the kids?
Oo.
That's why.
So how can I go to the gym alone?
See there? We're getting stuff accomplished here. We are accomplishing things in the Morgan household today. Now Phil knows he's got to get his ass out of bed a little bit earlier. But the gym doesn't open till 7.
Yeah. And that's the time you woke up. 7.
Excuse me.
Excuse me. Emperador pa more.
Ugh.
More shots pa.
Jim, yeah, the best thing about the Philippines is all the smiles. That's true. Everybody smiles here. Brian, we're gonna get back to the gym. We have just actually the true story about the gym is we were going, and then rainy season hit, and we couldn't go for like damn near 2 weeks in a row, and we just kind of fell out of it. Rory Thomas, oh. Do they still have Mojo over there?
What's that Mojo?
Mojo is something that was made in Subic for the sailors and the Marines, and they mixed it in the bars. But I don't remember exactly what it is. It's like a combination of, and if anybody knows the actual contents, I'm just going to kind of give Melanie an idea. She's standing right here. It's kind of made with 2 types of alcohol, a pineapple juice, like a orange juice, and then they make like big vats of it, and they serve it in pitchers to the Marines and the sailors in Subic back in the day. It's called Mojo, and you could get really, really drunk off of it. Jim Schultz, I haven't seen the Mojo anywhere, although I've seen recipes for it on Facebook because I'm in a yeah, Mojo's also a brand of tequila, correct. I think Jim is talking about the Mojo that was made for the sailors and the Marines, though, in Subic back in the day in the 80s, 70s, 80s. Roy Thomas is spitting sand, Odaba. Jim Schultz says to stay away from the gym, you will have a heart attack. I don't know. I thought if going to the gym was supposed to prevent a heart attack. What kind of Filipino logic is that? Will I ride a taxi if they don't use the meter? No, never, ever, ever, ever. Roy Thomas, God and Mother Nature has kept you from the gym. Well, initially, yeah, and then we kind of fell out of it and we just haven't gone back. So it's beautiful now, though. We've had, 5 or 6 days in a row.
This one? Mojo?
I don't know. Melanie found some picture of Mojo. But I think that's the tequila. Where are we? Torpedo juice.
It's here also. That's right. Mojo!
Oh, that's another Mojo?
Uh-uh.
That looks like water bottle or something.
Three flavors.
3 flavors. What does it say it is? Does it say it's tequila?
No.
Oh. Oh, diba? Lambanog. Lambanog? Is that how you say it? Is local moonshine.
Lambanog.
Lambanog.
It's it tastes from the coconut.
Coconut wine. Ah, coconut wine. Yeah. Lambanog. I've seen that.
I think it smells like vinegar.
Ugh. Smells like vinegar?
Oh, but it tastes good.
Jim Schultz says to teach the kids the Marine way. 10-kilometer run before they get breakfast. Oh,
Kawawa naman.
yeah. Good luck with that.
And breakfast, they're not here because they're already in school like 6:30.
Yeah, they go to school at
They go to
6:30.
school. So,
Nice,
maybe before dinner na lang.
nice tuxedo you have on today. Huh? It's so dry here in Cebu, not a drop in sight or sound.
See? It smells like
I said it.
vinegar na.
I said it, Rory. Rory, you are going to be. It's only 11:15, but you said 11:45. How to translate "just kidding" in Tagalog? Just kidding. How to say? Just kidding.
Just for now, we just like to say joke lang, joke lang.
Joke lang.
Oh, see?
Uh-huh.
Say joke lang.
If I tell the taxi driver my destination, he tells me to get in his taxi, and they don't want to use the meter, I tell them, I guess my ride is free. They usually turn the meter on after that. Oh,
Oh, that's good.
probably the best thing to do is just
Take a grab.
take a grab. You can take a grab if you want. Yeah.
So you know how much is it?
Rain Man says that the tuba smells more like the vinegar. Oh. And the lambanog is more like moonshine. Roy Thomas, I'm down to about 2 inches of the horse. Need to send the wife to the sorry. How much profit is there in the barbecued chicken heads?
Oh my god.
It's a good seller. It sells out.
The good seller is the blood.
The best seller at the barbecue stand is the chicken blood
And intestine.
and the intestine.
What you can get on chicken head. The eyes. You can eat the eyes, the brain.
They-
What else?
Don't they just eat the whole head? Aniko?
The brain.
I've never had it, but Melanie tells me they eat the whole thing, the whole head.
For now, it's mama.
Mama's here, yeah. The vegetable garden. That's a.
Did you show it? The garden outside.
Oh, it's the next video I'm putting up. What exactly? Okay, who's taking charge of the vegetable garden? That's Mama. Mama's here right now. The plants grow so fast. He will read anything like Ron Burgundy. That was a funny, funny movie. Keep it classy, San Diego. Now,
How's the pineapple look down? Still, all leaves. No fruits pa. The pineapple.
yeah,
Diba?
they slow down this time of year, right? Because of the rain. We have a farm, or had a farm, down in Cavite, but in Amadeo. We think we still have a farm, but we're not actually too sure right now. We don't know. Robert Leibold, we do sell hot dogs also. And sometimes we sell lumpia. Melanie will make lumpia for the stand as well. Homemade lumpia. Not that frozen stuff we had to buy in the U.S. Brian, the pineapples are kind of, like I told you guys before, they go into like almost a hibernation during rainy season. Oddly enough, the pineapple plants like it dry instead of wet, so they require very little water. And during the rainy season, they kind of go into a hibernation, you know. So we are thinking now that we're about the tail end of the rainy season here, right? So Cardiers, ayaw, ka manuk ula. Ko manuk ula. Chicken head. Now, hot dogs are actually, we probably forgot the hot dogs sell really good because all the kids buy the hot dogs, on the barbecue stand. And, again, this is just something that we're trying out, you guys, the barbecue stand. I don't really, based on the first week to 10 days, I don't think it's going to be worth our time, really. There's just not enough money made on it. I was asking Melanie the other day after we went over there and did all of the prep work for that barbecue stand. I asked Melanie, you're working here, your sister's working at this. I go, what is the value of your time? And she, Filipinos don't place any value on their time, how much time it takes them to prep all that meat, and then what the take is for the day. And of course, me coming from the West, my time is money. Time is money to me. But they don't really look at it this way here. Filipinos are so used to working very hard for such a small amount of money that they don't understand that concept. What's my time worth? Is it worth your time to put all of this work into the barbecue stand and only make a small amount of money? Do you ever get the armpit hair in regs? You're always hammering me about are you getting a lot of laundry done now? Has the rain? Yeah, well, Melanie's mother is here and she does laba laba every day. So yeah, although it looks like I was just outside, it looks like it's going to rain. I think we've got rain coming. Jim Schultz is asking, why are my wife, okay, wait, hold on a second. Merc3 says, my wife makes homemade lumpia wrappers. Wow, even the wrappers are homemade. We buy the wrappers from the palinque, and then Melanie makes them. So I could imagine that what you're eating there, Merc3, is really, really good, yeah. And Jim Schultz is asking, why are the hot dogs red? Good question. I don't know. I don't know why the most popular hot dog here is a bright red. Does anybody know why? Did the Philippines just, for some reason, adopt the red hot dog for some reason? When we don't, you would never even see those. At least I don't ever remember seeing them in the U.S. Let's say you went to a Walmart, right? And you were going to buy some ballpark Franks. Roy Thomas, diba? Let's say you were going to Walmart and you were going to buy some hot dogs. You would never see those red ones. At least I don't remember. Merc3 says he believes the hot dogs are dyed red because the meat is actually brown. And Dennis Brock gave a thumbs up to that. So apparently Dennis thinks that. Brian Hatcher, Filipinos live in an 8-hour increment. Yeah. Daba. Does my wife make any good desserts? Yes, she makes, although I am not a sweet eater, she makes several different types of, not often, but occasionally she'll make these Filipino-style desserts that are nothing I really enjoy because I'm not a real sweet eater. But one time she even made this candy, and she bought their little wrappers, and she made this candy, and the kids helped her, and they had a really good time doing it. I don't remember what the candy's called. Melanie went out to help Mama. Yeah, Merc3, we had, sorry, I'm getting behind. Roy Thomas, cheers. Do not know. Okay, Dennis says he doesn't know why they're red. I thought you were agreeing, Dennis, about the. And then some of the hot dogs have a wrapper on the outside, right? That you peel off. I don't know. It's so weird. I don't get it either. Even when Melanie and I were in the U.S., we had a Filipino grocery store pretty close to home, and we could buy almost anything that we wanted. It looked like a Save More inside with all kinds of Filipino goodies. Jim Schultz, thanks for stopping in, buddy. So great to see ya. Please come back every Tuesday and Friday at 10 a.m. Philo in the Philippines live chat. Tuesday and Friday, 10 a.m. Alex Marcial Jr. Hello, sir. Hello, Kobe. Dad is outside throwing the trash. Okay. Hello to Kobe, Alex Marcial Jr.'s son. Merc3 says, not yet. Self-aid, Roy. The Marine let us high and very dry. So far, man, you guys are talking a lot of shit. Brian Hatcher, what's my experience with the Goda? Brian, I have very, very good experience with the Goda. I use them quite a bit, either a Goda or Expedia. Use them all the time. I just used them to book the hotel in Caloocan City, where we're staying with Brian and Louisa. Merc3 says his throat is too dry to talk. You guys, man, you guys are doing like you guys are going for it. Of course, Merc3, it's 11:30 p.m. where you're at, 11:25 p.m. Merc3 says he ain't even got a buzz yet. Huh. Ain't even got a buzz. Oh, da ba? We'll see if we can change that. Okay, right now. Brian, I have always used Smart. There's only two, Smart and Globe. I've always used Smart. Okay. Some people have a favorite. Some people... We are a Smart household. We all have Smart in this house, and it seems to be fine. There are places in Angeles where it struggles, though. So, con pie, boys. Brian, just hey, Brian, what's your plan? Are you going to? You can actually get it at the airport. You need more than a load, Brian. You're going to have to buy a SIM card. Okay, you're going to have to change out your SIM card. What kind of phone do you have right now? Are you Apple or Google? My wife and I can't drink her vodka though. Tomorrow is Friday, and she is getting Hilo. Dennis Brock says his wife has both. Yeah, I know several people. Philly Bryan has a dual SIM card phone where he has Globe and Smart. Love it 97. Good night. Thank you so much for coming in. Brian Hacker, you can even buy your load online once you have a SIM card. The SIM card's the most important thing. Okay, you're with Apple? Okay, Apple has interesting problems sometimes with SIM cards. Occasionally, and I have an iPhone 10 here, which is fine. I don't know what you're using. I would imagine you have an iPhone 10 too. Works fine. In my iPhone 6, although my daughter has the iPhone 6 now and it's fine. No, you don't have to rent a phone at the airport. I would just swap the SIM card right out of your Apple and leave your SIM card in, because your iPhone's going to work here in the Philippines. It will work if you're on Verizon or AT&T. I was with Verizon and my Apple phone worked all over the Philippines. I didn't even have to change the SIM card. But Merc 3 says he carries both in case, yeah. Yeah, Brian, don't worry about it. Just swap because you want to use your phone, you want to have your Facebook and all of your apps available to you, or at least I do. To some people, that might not matter. No, Brian, just wait till you come here. You can get it all at the airport, buddy. Or you don't even have to do that. Just wait until you get to Angeles, okay, and just go to a phone shop and they'll do the whole thing for you. They'll swap the SIM card and load it for you, and you'll be ready to go. They'll show you how to use it, and just wait till you get to Angeles. It's no big deal. You don't have to do anything in the U.S. Your phone will work. You got to remember there's Wi-Fi everywhere here. And like I said, if you're on Verizon, your phone will actually work here. All of the times that I visit the Philippines, I would be able to text back and forth with Melanie on the plane on the Verizon network in Manila. And I wouldn't switch the SIM card for a couple of days because it just doesn't matter. Yeah, I think AT&T works here too. Yes. My buddy has AT&T and it works Thailand, Philippines. Robert Leibold says, I wanted to open a hot dog stand selling grilled, boiled, steamed, and deep fried hot dogs, even corn dogs and bacon wrap dogs. That sounds awesome. And I think that's a great idea, Robert. Yeah, Brian, that's true. The SIM cards, everything's so cheap here. I mean, a SIM card with load, maybe a couple of 100 pesos. I don't know. 160, 150. Merc 3, that's not true. All Verizon phones are unlocked now. They changed it. I was over here with an iPhone 6 and it worked on the Verizon network, and my iPhone 10 worked here on the Verizon network. Verizon phones are actually unlocked now, all of them. Yeah, you know what, Robert Leibold, if you could take the corn dog and wrap it in sugar, it would probably be a huge seller because everything has to be so sweet here. Filipinos love sweet, sweet, sweet. Take the corn dog after you fry it, it comes out of the fryer, roll it in sugar, and then put mayonnaise and banana ketchup all over it. Biggest seller that you ever have in your life. Filipinos would absolutely love that. Merc 3, sorry, I'll go back. I will digress. The Verizon phones used to be locked. As of, I think, 2016, they started unlocking everything. Rory Thomas thinks that Philo needs a drink. Oh, diba? They don't really like corn dogs. Well, there could be some truth to that because my many trips to the mall, I don't recall ever seeing a corn dog stand. Like Brian, you will get a new phone number with the SIM card. When you pull the SIM card out, you'll have a Filipino phone number. But it's right there on the card. And it's very easy. You don't have to worry about anything. And then when you're done here, when you're on the plane in Manila, getting ready to head back to LAX, you just swap them. Or when you get to Seoul, Korea, just take the Philippine card out and put the Verizon card back in, or the AT&T card back in, and you're back in business again. Corn dogs with vinegar would sell. Yeah, you could. Yeah, what is that? Vinegar and sugar. They love here. Do you have to pay extra on the Verizon network? They charge the crap out of me. I think what you need to do, Merc3, when you come here before is to turn your data off on the phone. And then you avoid the roaming charges, right? But yeah, you're right. I think one text message is like 25 cents or something. But you're only going to use the phone, or for me, I only used the Verizon network, for example, while I was at the immigration and Melanie's waiting on me. And it's taking so long, or I'm waiting on the damn, what do you call it, suitcase? Roy Thomas says, I think the locals are not used to a corn dog, the breading. Yeah. I'm trying to recall if I've seen a corn dog stand anywhere, like at SM or Robinson's or Fairview Terraces. I don't think I've seen one anywhere. Dennis Brock says he has load. Yeah, all the Sorry Story stores have load. I use if I'm really lazy, I use a company online that's called Artie Prepaid. I mean, they charge you like 50 cents or something extra, but you can just load the phone right through the internet. Well, it's called Ding. Sorry, it's called Ding. Ding Top Up. DING is the name of the company I use. That's just if I'm lazy. Or you can just buy the load at any store. 300 is 300, you know. Yeah, Merc3. Never seen a. Roy Thomas says the wife just reminded me have seen waffles and hot dogs, like a corn dog for sale here, 15 pesos. Is that that actually sounds pretty good. A waffle with a hot dog. But then, they ruin everything here with mayonnaise. Mayonnaise has to go on everything. Mayonnaise and that damn banana ketchup. I hate it. Charles Brand recommends T-Mobile because they are a Globe partner. Okay. I think it would be better for most people to change out their SIM card when they come here and not to use the American network at all. Only use it for that short period of time that you're at the airport, making contact with your loved one or whoever's picking you up, but change that SIM card out as soon as you can and turn your data off as soon as you come here. My stepson and wife loves my cornbread and chili. Yeah. Melanie really enjoyed cornbread and chili in the U.S. too. Cornbread is, so good. Especially when you bring it right out of the oven and you just put like a half a stick of butter on top of it and let that butter melt all into the cornbread. Oh my God. I'm going to get hungry just talking to you guys again. We always start talking about food, and man, that's when Brian Hatcher, do they have base jumping anywhere here? Good question. Good question. Rory Thomas says, Philo, you had the worst platoon sergeant. Troops are dying of thirst here. Odaba? Brian Hatcher, if there's base jumping anywhere, there's bridges and stuff here, but there's got to be base jumping somewhere. You know what there's a lot of here is zip lining. Filipinos love zip lining, you know? Merc3 says it's not mayonnaise, it's white, sweet, disgusting goo. Yeah. Rory Thomas says that his wife said that the mayo and banana ketchup are good dipping sauces. Yeah. Hot out of the oven with butter all over the cornbread. Oh my God. Brian Hatcher said you've had some females in your last few chats. The word is getting out. Yeah. Also, I've had a lot of new commenters on my videos. So I think what's happening is I'm getting a few more views. So my videos are showing up in that. You guys know how there's a suggestion box on the right with, several videos that might be related to the video you're watching. I think because I'm getting more views, I'm starting to come up in the suggestion more. So there's people, I'm getting more viewers. It's cool. It's cool to see so many new people, It's exciting. Rory says that he needs to find pinto beans. I've seen pinto beans at Pure Gold. They have them. For sure. Faux show, Rory Thomas. Go to Pure Gold, Daba. They have the Filipinos love drama. Yeah. They like drama television and they like drama on the radio. Rory says he makes cornbread with brown sugar and honey. It's awesome with spicy chili. That's what I miss is a big bowl of spicy chili. Man. Now I wonder if I can find the ingredients to make but my family wouldn't eat it because it's not sweet. I'd have to put sugar in it or my family wouldn't eat it. I'd have to put sugar in my chili and mayonnaise. That's how I get my kids to eat my chili. Put sugar in the chili, and then when I serve them up a bowl of the chili, squeeze mayonnaise all over the top of the chili. And then my kids would eat it. They would think that was awesome. Merc3, you're making me hungry. Brian Hatcher, let's have another shot to your success. Okay. Ugh. Melanie is not a. Hold on a second. I spilled a little bit. Sorry, guys. Melanie's not a super spicy eater like I am, but Melanie did enjoy mildly hot like Mexican food in California. I would have to make like two different. If I was making anything Mexican or spicy, I would make like one that was toned down a little bit for her, and then I would take mine and pour what's it called? Now the 57 CO got a new thing out, mayo and a ketchup mix. Oh, great. Cheers. Hey. Chase that with a little water. Rory says the sugar for the chili is in the cornbread. Do it before they can eat rice. I think that's a pretty good idea. I think now the next time we go to Pure Gold, I'm going to try and see if I can come up with all the ingredients to make chili. Because Pure Gold sometimes even has like the chili spice mix. I would just pour cayenne pepper in there. I mean, I make it hot, dude. When I eat spicy, you're gonna feel that the next day in the CR. Merc3 says his chili will burn the ass off of a jalapeno. Hey, I ate something new from Changet. Oh, the chat's small today. We haven't had more than about 12 people at the most, but that's okay. We're still having fun, right? Something called Lumpia Dynamite. So it has one of those red peppers inside there, and it's fried inside the lumpia. So good. Party foul, spilling liquor on only the second shot. Well, you know what it is. You guys know how the Imperador has that weird cap on it. You almost cannot pour a shot without spilling something a little bit. You know, it's really a piece of shit. Chaser. Philo, do a video on how to adapt your chili to Pinoy ingredients. Well, I'm just thinking it would be good to pour the chili over rice. I think the kids would like that. But it would be Merc3 says they have all you need at SM. Save More. Yeah. We go to both places, Save More and Pure Gold. San Miguel, hey buddy. Lumpia Shanghai. Yeah, I'm a big Lumpia fan. What'd you delete that comment for? I saw that comment, Rory. There's nothing wrong with that comment. The new Julia Roberts. Oh, pull the plastic spout out. Yeah. Yeah. It just pours so weird, you know? There's a Thai chili and the Dynamite Lumpia. Oh, just unbelievable. I loved it. So good. So good. And hot. Have I seen, Brian's asking, have I seen the housing developments at Clark? Yes, I have. I love Clark. I love Clark and I love Subic. Because when you're there, it's like you're in the U.S. again. It's like you're not even in the Philippines. Oh, you put it back. Julia Childs, not Julia Roberts. Oh, is that what you had, Julia Roberts? That's funny. Oh. Yeah, Clark is... Well, you'll see, Brian, because, you know, we get you a motorbike. We'll tour the whole base. I've been through there, you know, several times already. Riding on Clark is fun. You just have to make sure that you follow all the street rules because it's different than the Philippines. It's like, Roy Thomas says the last time I was at Clark was 04, 05. Then had to go to Mindanao to help push back some bad people. Oh. You were here for the tsunami. That was yeah. I've got a great video, Brian. If you look down in the video list, Melanie and I did a motorbike ride through Clark. Went to the Air Force Park, and we just kind of tooled around there. And then we went over to the Sorry Sorry store to hang out with Brian and Louisa. Fun day, man. That was a fun day. Merc 3. I cook a lot of American food there, not the best ingredients. Yeah. Yeah. I miss cooking. When we were in the U.S., I did all of the cooking. Melanie was completely spoiled. And now we've gone full circle. I don't cook at all here. Very seldom. Very seldom do I ever cook. Brian Hatcher hasn't been to Clark since Pinatubo Blue. There you go. And Rory Thomas says that, I'm assuming that you were in, no, you're talking about when Typhoon Haiyan came through. That wasn't the name. That was the official name. The Philippines always renames the typhoons. Roy Thomas says Mindanao was the first time I was not on a U.S. military base, but it was a CIA kind of thing. You were lost and fed so well for 3 weeks. Nice. Merc 3 says his wife was 9 years old and lived near Clark when Pinatubo erupted. Pinatubo erupted in 91? July of 91? Here, let's Google that. Let's Google that just so we have the right information. June 15th, 91. There we go. June 15th, 91 was Pinatubo. Yeah, Melanie would have been 9 years old as well. Merc 3, your wife and mine are the same age. 35? Or is it 34? Huh. Melanie was 3 years old when I was stationed in Subic. So we always laugh about that, How the irony. What if our paths would have crossed, and somebody would have told you that's going to be your future wife? And you're looking at a 3-year-old girl, you're like, huh? Pretty funny to think about. But no, at that time, Melanie was in Mindanao, so there would be no way that we. Roy Thomas says we as a family only cook rice and Jollibee. We cook together. It is a close bonding time for my wife and me. Yeah. I hang out in the kitchen a lot during cooking time, but what happens is I'm into the habit of editing videos and posting to YouTube in the evening. So a lot of times I'm in here in the room editing and You go through an editing phase with the video, and then you have to compress the video down with a compressing program, and then you upload it into YouTube. So that whole thing takes sometimes 3 hours. Brian says the typhoon that hit Tacloban was a big one. Tarlac. Tacloban or? It was after the Pacific, like 9.5 earthquake that sent the tsunami wave across the Indian Ocean. Yeah. So now I'm Larry Flint. Roy Thomas, what the hell? Odaba. Joke long. Roy's on me. No, we just think that's what I'm trying to say is we just think that that's funny. With foreigners and Filipinos, there's almost always an age gap. So we just think that's funny. That when I was stationed here in the Philippines, Melanie was, she would have been like 4 years old. Yeah, 4 years old. Yeah, Merc 3, I've seen some pictures of that Pinatubo eruption, and man. And I remember watching in the U.S. and just going, wow, that's, thinking about the Philippines and just looking at the devastation that caused. Yolanda, thanks, Mercury 3. Yolanda. It was actually Typhoon Haiyan, but the Philippines always renames their typhoons. Merc 3, cheers, this guy is killing us. I'm not killing you. I'm trying to have fun. I think I can see the alcohol in Rory's his post now. Brian, I'm not even buzzed. I have a little bit of a glow. That's it. Like I took a hit off of a joint, a small hit. Rory deleted 2 messages. And Merc 3 says, do you think a Marine would buy crayon-colored alcohol or alcohol-infused crayons? That came up in yesterday's chat, too. What is that? Is it like, you guys were talking about that yesterday. What's with the crayon-colored alcohol? Is there really such a thing? Or are you guys just yanking my chain? Somebody was talking about that yesterday. Dennis Brock says the last time I was at Clark was 74. We had to land and get gas, and they locked all the doors so everyone can get back on the plane. Rory Thomas, your wife caught on to American humor and sarcasm right off. Oh, is that right? And why do you suppose that because that's very odd for you to say that. Lefty all around. Hello, sir. Thanks for joining the chat. Lefty all around in the house. From Canada, baby. Odaba. Why do you think, Rory, that your wife... Oh, Rory, you're on your phone. Yeah. I would think this would be harder on a phone than it is on a PC, right? Or even a laptop. Most Filipinos don't catch on the American sarcasm and humor. Yeah, very true. I've been in trouble with my wife and kids on several occasions because the humor just doesn't translate here. My daughter told me once, uh, my daughter's 15. And by the way, my daughter speaks very, very fluent English. She's gets awards at her school because she's one of the best English speakers at her school. And she says to me, "Daddy, we're still getting used to the way you speak or the way you talk here." She'll tell me, you know, because I'll say to her, "Did I, if I'm getting Tompo or something, I'll say to my daughter, did I say something wrong?" And she'll go, "Well, Daddy, we're still trying to get used to the way you speak here." So she gets me, and she also gets the humor. But I don't even have an explanation for why my daughter, at 15 years old, is so fluent in English. She says it's because she reads so many books. She's a book reader, so that makes sense to me. Marines eat crayons and paste. Do they really? Marines are crayon eaters. Chair Force for me, and foxhole snugglers for Army. Brian Hetcher says, in the Navy, we would tell all the new sailors to go get us a bucket of steam. They'd be gone for hours. Yeah, they have that also in the Marine Corps, Brian, but I can't remember what it is that you send the new guy off for. It's like something in the motor pool, like a, oh man, I don't remember. Dennis Brock says half of the GIs would go downtown. Yeah. In Clark, right, Dennis? Angeles City has had a reputation for a long time. It's fun there, Roy Thomas says, I'm not sure. And we're talking about his wife here. But he says she's the most beautiful lady he's ever seen. Right on. Yeah, Filipinas are definitely beautiful women. There's no doubt about that. It's hard to find a more beautiful woman. Merc3 says, laugh out loud to Brian Hatcher. I sent my new guys to collect exhaust samples in trash bags to take to the motor pool. Yeah, but there was something else. Brian Hatcher, do my kids watch the videos? Yes, they do. Yeah, rotor blade wash. That's it, Roy Thomas. Rotor blade wash. But there was also something. There was a joke in the Marine Corps about the motor pool. Lefty all around. We have TV Plus. That's all we have. And Netflix. And that's all we get by just fine with TV Plus. TV Plus has the ABS CBN network, which, has all the Vice Ganda stuff, which is so popular, and Showtime, and all the teledramas that the Filipinos love so much. The kids like SpongeBob, but most of the time they've got their heads on the weekends. They get their devices back. Our kids aren't allowed to have gadgets during the week, although they have a laptop right there, or not a laptop, but a PC. We've got a PC right outside here in the living room that they log on to, but they're not allowed to have their gadgets during the week. So on the weekends, it's like they're both glued to their gadgets the whole weekend. Lefty all around says you probably don't need cable. Yeah. But we have a smart TV that connects to the internet, so You know, you can get pretty much anything that way. The smart TVs, I mean, you want to shake the guy's hand who came up with that idea, right? I mean, come on. In the Marines, you send them to Walmart to restock the MRE crayons flavored. Dennis Brock says that's why they lock all the doors. Oh. Roy Thomas tells his wife she's half Chinese and half Mexican. Grid squares, yeah. That's one of them. Merc 3, that's one of them I was trying to remember. Grid squares. And then there's something that you get for the radio. You would send them off to get something for the Prick 77 radio. Remember that? The drought in Cebu is almost unbearable. Roy Thomas. Joke lang. O, diba? Lefty All Around says TFC is the Filipino channel. Lots of gays on that channel. TFC. Is that on TV Plus? TFC. I know we have ABS-CBN and we have lots of gays. Yeah, well, even on the Showtime, I mean, they have this lady boy singing competition every day at 3 o'clock. So it's just out here. It's funny, you know, there's supposed to be such a conservative Catholic country, but the most popular TV is Ladyboys. It seems like it. I don't know. It's just an observation. I could be wrong. Muffler bearings and blinker fluid are good things for new guys to look for at Supply. Yeah, muffler bearings and blinker fluid. Lefty All Around says YouTube doesn't work on. I wonder why. Maybe just delete the app and re-download it, Lefty. I mean, if the TV works and your Netflix works and whatnot, you should be able to use YouTube. Roy Thomas says, I looked up the part numbers for pot and beer, ordered through Supply, and the beer actually came in. Got in a little bit of trouble. Oh. Brian Hatcher remembers the Prick 77. Yeah. Funny. Jesus, 2 hours and 8 minutes. I used to operate Cheers Mercury. Rory, the Marine don't eat MRE. They eat crayons. That's something I haven't heard about, is the Marines eating crayons. The Prick 77 operator had it good. I loved that job. Oh. Brian Hatcher, no. I've never been fooled by a ladyboy. Especially not here in the Philippines, because they're just, the ladyboys in the Philippines are really not that good. I would imagine that in Thailand you could be fooled, because there you can't actually tell in Thailand. It's okay, there's a lot of gays there. It makes more women for us. Merc 3. Yeah, that's true. The TV is only a few years old. I forgot how to do it. The only way it worked was I had to reset Sony TV to factory mode. Yeah, you know what, Lefty All Around, I would look for a YouTube video on it. There's probably a YouTube video on exactly how to do it step by step. Somewhere, somebody's already had your problem. And it's just an app. YouTube is nothing more than an application for that TV. So yeah. Search YouTube for it, Lefty. I bet you'll find turning off the power button at the back of the TV and doing something with the remote at the same time. Yeah. Shirley is back in the room. No, you're not late. How are you, Shirley? I watched a couple of your videos this morning. Very attractive lady. And you are in Dubai as an OFW. Wow. The Air Force has part numbers for marijuana, LSD, and condoms. Boy, Shirley, you came in at the perfect time. We're talking about lady boys and marijuana. And strip show scams now. Brian Hatcher, I did see it. I saw the thumbnail this morning. I haven't watched the video, though. Merc3 says, Shirley just woke up. Shirley, do you know that it's 12 noon? Oh, sorry, you're in Dubai. I keep forgetting. H Effect. H Effect is back. My regulars. All my regulars are here. Thanks for coming in, you guys. Everyone's saying hello to Dubai Shirley. Dubai Shirley. Shirley's channel looks very interesting to me. Yeah, Shirley, what time is it where you're at? 8:12 in the morning. Okay. So she's 4 hours behind the Philippines. 4 hours behind. Notice that the chat was going earlier, but had to make my way to work. Oh, thanks for coming in, H Effect. Reading the RH bottle made by San Mig does not know that. Oh yeah, San Miguel beer makes Red Horse. But that wasn't always the case, right, you guys? Wasn't Red Horse its own entity at one time? And San Miguel got so big that they bought them out or something? I thought I remembered reading a story like that. Has Red Horse always been a product of San Miguel Corporation, or? Yeah, Slim Jim. Thanks, H Effect. We're at it again. Every Tuesday and Friday, guys, at 10. Every Tuesday and Friday at 10 a.m. Philo in the Philippines chat. We can talk about anything you want to talk about. It's okay. Oh. Dennis Brock is getting a Red Horse delivery as we speak at his Sorry store. Rory is saying in the States we had some Asian stores, and on the military base we would have San Mig and San Mig Light. Okay. Brian Hatcher's asking about malt liquors. I seem to remember drinking those Mickeys back in Indiana when I was young. But seems kind of heavy to me, the malt liquor, right? Does anybody else think that? Or the malt liquor's kind of heavy. Why would a foreigner open a Sari Sari store unless it's to drink and smoke for free? Well, Merc 3 says we can get a Red Horse here, but it's expensive. Almost $200 for a 10-ounce bottle. He probably means 200 pesos for a 10-ounce bottle. I think I can remember buying Red Horse when I was in Southern California, but it wasn't the liter bottles. It was you could buy 6-packs of regular bottles. I don't know. There's something about that liter bottle. I always prefer the liter bottle. Roy Thomas says he remembers drinking Colt 45 and Mad Dog 2020. Oh, Colt 45 is Mercury 3 says that Bull Ice was a big malt liquor here in the 80s and early 90s. Bull Ice. Do you see many down and out foreigners there where you are? Lefty all around, I see no foreigners at all here. Very, very few. I've only seen in 10 months, I've only seen maybe 4 altogether. You see a lot of down and out foreigners in Angeles City, where Philly Bryan lives. $2 for $2 for a beer is what Merc 3 meant. His autocorrect made it $200. Have I seen any Westerners panhandling? No. There's no Westerners here at all where I'm at. I'm like an alien from Mars. Brian Hatcher, no, do not chew tobacco. Don't smoke and don't chew tobacco. Don't judge me. That's what my kids are for. Merc 3 has a buzz. Merc 3 says it's the pony, we call it here, smaller than a stallion there. Lefty all around, I'm in Calaocan North. Yes, sir. Calaocan City North. H Effect says he only has 2 foreigners. I was telling you guys that I met an English guy last week at the 7-Eleven, and we exchanged phone numbers, but I haven't heard anything from him since. So, and he was really nice. We sat and talked for 30 minutes. But I was really excited. It's so rare that you can go out into the public here and speak English with somebody. Most Filipinos are so shy to speak English. They don't want to talk to you. Yeah, Brian. Not yet. I haven't heard back from him. He was really a nice guy, too. Well, there's a lot of Westerners in Cebu, right, Rory? I mean, it's pretty common for you to see a Westerner there. Not so much here. You'll very rarely ever see a foreigner where I'm living. That's why I was so excited to meet that English guy. Cebu is bad for indigent foreigners. Wow, I didn't know that. I would have thought that Manila would be far worse than Cebu. But there you go. Lefty All Around says that you must be like Hugh Hefner there. Being the only fair-skinned man around, the temptation would drive me nuts. Yeah. I'll tell you this, Lefty All Around, you don't get a lot of attention. Okay, Filipinos are super, super shy. Again, with in respect to a foreigner, it's not like I get girls smiling at me and approaching me, wanting to talk to me. That doesn't happen. Almost never. Yeah, Fido let me down, so I am self-aid right now. How did I let you down? Because I didn't say Odaba? The locals speak to Rory every day on the jeepney. Excuse me, can you move your knees? Oh. Yeah, Rory, I'm talking about more of a,
You like?
Still alive, Mama. Oh, look what we have. Fried bananas. Wow, thank you.
And
Fried bananas and potato chips. Wow, what a great snack. Thank you, Mama. Fried bananas and potato chips. All right, where are we at? Sorry. Wait long. Lefty All Around, there are a lot of beautiful Panay there. I look, but my wife is great and don't feel a need to wonder. Lefty All Around, you're in the province. Girls are different there. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's only happens in the bar. I jumped like I was caught watching porn. Really? I don't know. Fried bananas? Oh, do I? Mama's taking care of Daddy again. Like she always does. Mmm. Oh, hot dog. Shit. Oh, sorry, Shirley. I didn't see your comment. I would have had Melanie say hi to you. She didn't even really. She's probably still cooking. That's why she ran back out. She's probably still cooking more. The benefits of marriage: great food. You are treated like a king. Brian Yao. Let's hope you make it to Taco Bell this weekend. Oh, maybe. Taco Bell. How funny. Only would a foreigner in the Philippines be dreaming about Taco Bell, you know? There are benefits of marriage, yes, but if the woman doesn't like you, then what then? Marriage, yes, but if the woman doesn't like what then? If the woman doesn't like what, doesn't like Shirley says that you must control yourself or else you will get fat. Yeah. I guess I jumped when Melanie came in. I didn't notice that. Panay are great. If you're a good man, they will move a mountain to care for their husband. Yeah. My wife goes above and beyond for me. Roy Thomas. Why would you marry? Oh, maybe personal relations. Fried bananas. Odaba. I remember when Rory says, I remember when I was in Okinawa, like the third week of being married, had a bad day on the flight line. She saw I was just tired. Who would you? Oh, Shirley says, I salute to all you guys. I think you all have a Filipino wife. Yeah, or desire a Filipino wife, Shirley. Or desire a Filipina girlfriend. Lefty all around says that he never married her. Oh. Rory says, my wife told me if I had a bad day, I can hit her. And it made all your bullshit go away. Yeah, that's Marlon Velma Borja. Hello from Seattle, Washington. My sister lives in Seattle. H effect, a wife, 2 daughters, plus 1 in the oven. What do you mean, a real shotgun? I'm eating fried bananas. The gun, okay. I thought you meant like one in the oven. Hey, Dennis. Crayon flavored. Huh. Marlon, thanks for coming in. If the HFX says our eldest is 20 now. Ah, no more babies. Okay. Mercury 3 says there are many great Panay. Find one who works for you and you for her. Two-way street. You both need happiness and security. Ah. Dennis Brock, 15 cases of Red Horse. Boy, it's hot in here and the aircon's on. Party at Dennis's house. Yeah. Dennis has all the Marlon, I can't remember where my sister lives in Seattle. What area? Hopefully it'll come to me. It's a nice little neighborhood. Brian Hatcher, our electrical bill here is, I want to say 20% higher than what we pay in the U.S., probably. Seattle, Washington. I'm just kind of looking at the map here to see if I can figure out where my sister lives. Wallingford. My sister lives in Wallingford. Marlon. She lives in Wallingford. I saw it right away as soon as I looked at the map. So that's like, North Seattle, really. Kind of, isn't it? Wallingford. Sort of like. And her husband is a professor at the University of Washington. We're going to meet up at Dennis's and drink 4 cases of Red Horse. Surely. My last electric was just over 5K. Roy's got 3 air conditioners for 8 hours a night, 2 fans all day, TV, fridge, and freezer. Yeah, we only use the aircon, really, one of them in the house during the day. And at night, we just go with the fan, you know? Shirley's asking how many bottles are left in the closet. Oh my God. My reputation. What happened? People are talking about my bottle of. Hydration is the key to a strong troop sergeant. Merc 3 has died from dehydration 20 minutes ago. Odaba. You always return home. I have never stayed full time in the Philippines. Oh. Probably a smart move, H Effect. The wife found my bottle. Now, Melanie knew. I told Melanie ahead of time that this was a drinking show, that there might be some drinking going on. She's okay with it. No, Shirley, don't worry. I was joking. Joke long. I don't know what our electric is here, you guys. I want to say 3,000 is what we pay here. 2,800 to 3,000, something like that. Hide it under the kitchen sink. Wow, Brian. I'm going to look at my 401k. Marlon says, I know the area of Wallingford, east side of University of Washington. Yeah. That's my, I was running around there right before I moved to the Philippines in December. It's fun there. Seattle's a great city. My God. H effect, you're too young. I'm actually too young to retire also, but I didn't have a choice. Merck 3 needs to send out a 9 line for medevac due to lack of fluids. You guys are cracking me up, dude. Hide it under the sink. Shirley says to hide the Imperador under the kitchen sink. Vancouver and Victoria are gyms on the West Coast, just north of Seattle. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that my wife's husband's family, I mean, he's Canadian. I think that's where they're from, is Vancouver area. Put the Imperador in a plastic bag with a straw. No, it just looked like everybody else, right? Merc. Oh my God. You guys are cracking me up. Your father-in-law, H affects as his father-in-law hides his chin into the sink. Yeah, but is it really hidden? A lot of times you think you're hiding it, but it ain't really hidden. Everybody knows it's there. Rory Thomas is not drunk. Wow. Shirley says her dad also hid alcohol under the sink. I bet it really wasn't hidden though, because you knew it. You knew it was there. Brian says, I hope you never have to go to a hospital in the province. You saw a guy holding his own IV bag. Maybe that was actually Sprite. It wasn't an IV bag from the Sorry Sorry with a long straw. Yeah, cockroaches. Thanks, Robert. Thanks for coming in. Ipus, cockroaches. Seen some big ones. There's one thing. There's one thing about the Philippines, man. We know how to grow some cockroaches here. Holy shit. You start thinking, that Maddie's going to have to put up a fight with a cockroach one day. They get pretty big here. Biggest ones I've ever seen, that's for sure, in my life. No, Brian, I haven't, but we have them. We have house geckos here in our home. I'm not sure what the Filipino name for them is. We always have them. Not so much in our room here because our room's sealed off really good, but in the main house, we have them climbing on the ceiling, on the walls. Boutique, yeah, boutique. That's it. I need to watch the replay for the porn jump. Your wife hates uad. Uad? Worms and snakes? I'm not a snake fan at all. How big is the house here, Brian? Probably 1,300 square foot, maybe. It's not big, but we have a nice little chunk of land that it's sitting on. I mean, it's not huge, but uh, we got a big backyard. We've got a driveway that goes all the way down the side of the house, and then, of course, we've got the backyard there. Ryan Hatcher, I'm a really good ping pong player. Yeah, played a lot of ping pong in my day. I got my varsity letter in high school in tennis, so. Rory Thomas says he's terrified of the fruit bats in Okinawa. 5-foot wings. Yeah, shit, no kidding. Dennis Brock says we have FU in Thailand. Yeah, they're everywhere, harmless, and they love to eat cockroaches. Oh, those bats. Big enough for him to have his wife lock him in his cell. The house is big enough to hide Imperador in several places. No, Melanie would find it. I can't hide anything from Melanie. No geckos. Funny. Thanks for coming in, Rory. Yeah, I'm going to be probably. I'm going to be off here in 15 minutes myself. 3 hours is pretty much the limit for me. Always great to see you guys, though, and have a great conversation about Philippines or whatever we're talking about. See you, Rory. Good question, Brian. We're probably going to. The malls and stuff don't open till 10, so I think we'll leave here probably about 10. That'll get us there at noon. I got to actually talk to Brian and see what time they're going. I don't know if him and Let are going later on tonight, or if they're like on the road now, going to Kazan. Hope you guys can visit our home in Ilocos Sur someday. All right. Brian, it will take them about 45 minutes. It's a very quick trip. One bus ride to Cabao from Dau. Very easy trip for them. And it's a pretty easy trip for Melanie and I, too. But it's pretty much SLEX all the way into the city of Manila. And then once you get off the SLEX, it's just a couple of miles inland to SM North, maybe 3 miles. Very easy trip from AC. Ilocos Sur. Oh, yeah. You're up by Vegan City. I see now. Dennis, Melanie and I are not taking the bus. We're taking a trike, a jeepney, and a UV Express. Yeah, surely. I see that the city of Vegan is right in the middle of Ilocos Sur. Or, well, it's actually closer to the northern part. The last time I was up in that area, we didn't get past the city of Bawang. Bawang was the city that we stayed in. So I almost made it up into your area. Right? I was close. Hey, your husband's there taking care of your farm. Okay. Tagalog lesson review. Rice, corn, tobacco, and veggies. Wow. Yeah. North of Panay. She says her house is 5 minutes from Vegan City. Very cool. Yeah, I like that area. We sure loved that area. Thought it was really neat there. What's my favorite food from Taco Bell? God, what I imagine getting is real American nachos with no mayonnaise or banana ketchup on it. Of course, the Taco Bell here, I would imagine it's going to have mayonnaise and banana ketchup all over it because it's going to be different. It's not going to be the big trunks, tractors, and carts everywhere. HFX says he hates harvest season. Sounds like a lot of hard work to me. I don't know. I've never been a part of it. I wasn't a part of our pineapple harvest. So I only get to see pictures of it. We never made it down there. But man, there was a shit ton of pineapples. I know that. More pineapples than I've ever seen in my life. We don't know, Brian. We've just kind of lost contact with Uncle for some reason. We're not exactly sure what's going on. I've asked Melanie to reach out to him, but Elo. No, I'm not a Buddhist. It's just a memento. It's just a souvenir from Bangkok, Thailand. Not a Buddhist. My wife liked it, so she bought it. What tattoo did I get? I got Roadrunner. Melanie got Stitch. Manual labor on Shirley's farm, Odaba. Did I visit the Golden Temple when I was in Thailand? Yes. At Wat Po? We've been to a few of them. A few giant Buddhas and a few temples in Bangkok. We love it. It's a great city. Great place to visit, man. You just cannot wear that place out. It's so fun. Yeah. In the province, it's hard work. Everything's manual labor. Yes. Brian, it's just a thought right now. You know, the new trike. It's just kind of a thought in my head right now because I have concerns that if I get a trike, I'll probably never ride the motorbike again. So Shirley's still using a Carabao. Jack Kane, hello. How are you, sir? You're at the very tail end of the chat. I'm probably going to log off here at the 3-hour mark. Merc3, are you talking to me? My scariest experience? I haven't really had one, to be honest with you. Haven't really had a scary experience. I mean, even the time when I was on the jeepney and the guys were giving me the eyeball, I knew what was going down. It didn't really scare me. I just thought, what a bunch of dopes that they think they're going to rob me, you know? I just looked at them like they were crazy. I don't need any security cameras, Brian. Is that the business you're in, by the way? I've heard you mention that a few times. Is that what you do? Are you into security now? Phase 9. Oh, Jack Kane, you're in Phase 9? Of Bagong Silang? That's where our barbecue stand is. Oh, okay. Yeah, you were telling me that the other day, Brian. I thought maybe you were still dabbling in something. Oh, Jack Kane, nice to meet you. We are running a barbecue stand in Phase 9, Bagong Silang, right in front of my wife's sister's home. HFX said he has a rooster to guard his house. Mad Maddie. Maddie is becoming quite mad, I'll tell you that. She is becoming quite mad. There's no doubt about that. She's getting so defensive of the house now, you know. Jack Kane, I know we're at the very end of a road there in Phase 9. Shit. I don't know. I till this day I can't even ride there on the motorbike by myself. Brian, I do watch a lot of Netflix. Mad Maddie, the killer attack dog. She's really getting an attitude, you guys. I mean, somebody comes near the house now, where she used to be just this dopey little puppy. Now she gets mad. She's on their ass, barking, making all kinds of noise. Hold on, Jack. Let me ask my wife. Where's the location of the barbecue? Yeah, somebody's asking. Someone says it's block 3C or I know it's Phase 9. There's somebody in the chat room that lives in Phase 9. Like, where's your barbecue stand? Huh? Block 46. At the very end, right? Okay, yeah, Jack, it's at the very end of block 46. Okay, the very end of block 46 is where our barbecue stand is. Bye, Shirley. Thanks for coming in, Shirley. All right, guys, and we are at the 3-hour mark. I'm just about done. Brian's head to Little Saigon. Oh, God, do I miss that place. So many great little coffee shops and so many great places to eat pho. So much great Vietnamese food there. I envy you, Brian. I really do. Absolutely love that place. And you guys, I'm going to call it a day. All right. Thanks for joining us on the live chat. Always appreciate it. It's always great to talk to you guys. It's always a lot of fun. And we'll see you on the next one. Thanks, H Effect, Jack Kane, Mercury, Brian. All of you guys that are in the room right now, thanks for participating. Shirley. And we'll see you guys on the next one. Won't be until... thanks, Merc. Thanks, Brian. Won't be until... I will. We'll have a great time with Brian and Louisa. Won't be until Tuesday. So until then, have a great weekend for all of you guys. The weekend's coming up. Bye now. Bye, Dennis.